Hi guys, time for another video, and this time we're also using scraps and we're going to do it in strips. And this is the one I'm starting with, and it doesn't matter the size of your strip, so this is a really good one for your scraps. Just has to be long enough to go across your card. And this is a birthday one I did in 3D'd an image and then just stamped on the inside. So here we go with one. I started with a base 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 like normally, and inside there's a mat 4 by 5 1/4, and it's stamped with let me read it. If wishes could make you well, you'd be better already. And so we're going to do the front side. And to do your strips, I recommend you do it on your mat so that you can cut the edges very easily. And again, oh, wait a minute. Yep, again, I used a 4 by 5 1/4 mat. I stamped the greeting here, which you're very special. And here we go. And I cut all of these. Two of them are smaller, and so they are irregular, and I wanted it that way. And I drew a line at an angle so that I could get my sentiment on there. But it doesn't matter where you put them, you choose. And then I did 1/4 inch and less than 1/4 inch strips. And I'm putting this right on the line. And like I say, it doesn't matter where you put them or the angle you put them. I was just trying to fit them all in for my greeting. And I put the first one down where I wanted it, and then the second one right butted up against it. This one is even crooked, so I'm going to cut crooked. So I'm going to use the one end that's even. Stick that right there. Then I have one more on this one. I'm using 4 on this one. And there, you have your glue everywhere here. Should have done it on my silicone mat. Then flip it over and use your card as a guide, and you can cut those ends right off. Yeah, and then you have your front. Then you're going to put this on your card base. I missed a little ink right there. Try not to get it in the glue here. And there it is on the base. And then for my image, I'm going to 3D an image on there. And because it says you're berry special, you know that it's going to have a bear. I'm just putting 3D dots on the back. Those little dots want to stick everywhere. There. And that's where I have my Get Well card using scraps. So let's look at some more ideas using that kind of scrap. I'm going to move this right out of the way before I get my cards all gluey. And this one, I use plain cardstock as well, but instead of leaving it plain, I emboss the strips. So it still has an image that's 3D'd. It has the greeting and the sentiment on the inside. This one is a winter anniversary card. And they have 2 penguins dressed for winter. And I used snowflake paper strips. You could also stamp on your strips too, which I didn't do in any of these, but you certainly could do that. And then on the inside I added a couple strips and the sentiment. Here's one that I used black background on it and then put narrower strips on the black background. It makes it pop a little more. And then cut out some bees out of black and added the greeting. And then on the inside I stamped a couple bees and the sentiment. And the last one is a more formal one because I decided to use this paper that has the gold and then a gold strip. And then I gold embossed the greeting. And then on the inside I also used both that pattern paper and the gold and a sentiment. So you can go from fun to formal, even using just your scraps. So I hope you give this a try and have fun with it. Thank you for watching. Bye.